This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen The Blood of Jesus, a religious fantasy drama of sorts from director Spencer Williams, made back in 1941. It follows an out-of-body experience undergone by Martha, a devout Baptist woman who is accidentally shot by her husband when his gun discharges after dropping it. As her local congregation prays for her, Martha is visited by an angel who directs her through the afterlife. However, she succumbs to the temptations of an agent of Satan who promises her the finer things of life, though it isn't long before she comes to understand the dangers such roads lead towards. Given the simplicity of the story, it's no surprise that this is a shorter film, focused more on the morality tale and the lessons to be learned. Things move pretty quickly, setting up the standard archetypes and personalities, and never at all developing characters beyond what role they play in the greater moral conflict. It works out well enough, all things considered, but it's pretty obvious that it wasn't a priority for the filmmakers. The religious themes and imagery are really what have the most focus here, of course, starting as soon as the film begins, as spirituals and hymns are sung, which also make up almost the entirety of the film's score and soundtrack as well. There's a pretty clear line drawn in the sand between religious faith and other evils, to the point that it's probably redundant to say anything detailed about the story, because you can probably get an idea of what's to come or how it plays out just from the plot synopsis alone. Again, it's a simple tale probably made for a specific audience, not that there's anything wrong with that, given the equally simple production values. Set pieces are pretty clear constructs, editing is extremely simple, and I'm pretty sure that the audio is dubbed in more often than not. Granted, it's more to do with what does seem to be an already low-budget production in its nature than any actual laziness. And when you look at it in that light, the film ends up maintaining a folksy, homemade sense of charm. In any case, it's also in cinematography and effects that you can see more overt effort. From physical scratches in a frame to show a gunshot, to ghostly exposure effects that imitate otherworldly settings. It's still rudimentary, but it works well for the story being told, as well as in service to it. Overall, I'd say that while the movie lacks a lot of elements that most other films usually strive to include, the inherent simplicity of the production works to its benefit, letting the basic message shine through better than any higher production value or deeper writing and character development could offer it. The Blood of Jesus, Spencer Williams, 1941. 2.5 stars, but I'd recommend giving it a watch. You might as well make it a Sunday morning viewing for full effect. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. You know, I usually make fun of movies that are obviously cheap and amateurish, but I didn't want to do it for this. Maybe it's because it's a lot older than the usual low-budget stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's a historical thing.